All right, let's talk diabetes. You know, you find that candy bar wrapper hidden under his bed, cookie boxes tucked in the back of his closet, Girl Scout cookies, and they're half eaten and they're out of sight, and your heart drops a little. And you're not imagining it. This is real, and it matters. And you sit in your car after the visit and you're replaying this in your mind, and you're wondering how somebody you love so much could be putting himself in danger like this, and especially trying to hide it from you. And you wonder what you're supposed to do about it. It's a very common scenario, and it happens all the time. But here's the first thing to know. This behavior never comes from stubbornness. It's not laziness either. Hi, I'm Suzanne Fasella. I'm a retired physician assistant and a senior care strategist. And for 20 years, I've been guiding adult children on how to take care of their aging parents. So it's usually something happening quietly in their brain. And once you understand it, it makes a lot more sense. Managing diabetes takes real mental effort. Remembering numbers, connecting today's choices to tomorrow's consequences. It's a lot of coordination for anyone. And when aging starts to affect the frontal lobe, that part of your brain in the front, that's the part of self-control and future planning. The coordination gets harder to hold on to. It's not defiant, it's just biology, chemistry, physiology. And at the same time, we've got these sweet flavors around us, and they taste so vibrant compared to the boring stuff we don't really want to eat. So it's a hard combination, and it's not your dad's fault, not your mom's either. This is usually where the hiding starts, not because he's trying to deceive you, but because he's scared. He's scared you're going to say something, and he doesn't want to argue with you. He's the parent. You're still the child. He's scared that if you come in the kitchen and you start making arrangements or changes, he doesn't have control anymore, and he's lost his independence. He's afraid that you're going to check his sugars, and then you're going to put a salad in front of him. So this is about performance. It's not about being malicious. It's protective. And he's trying to hold on to some of the dignity in a situation that feels like it's slipping away from him. And here's the part that's hard to hear, but it's important. Confronting him about it usually backfires. Lectures and cross-examinations raise all sorts of stress levels. And the stress hormones actually push the blood sugar higher, so we don't want to do that. So the more we push, the harder the body pushes back. So wild blood sugar swings, they take on a life of their own. So when the sugar drops or the sugar increases, they can get confusion, they can faint. So many different things happen. So what good does a lecture do, right? So let's look at things we can do. Skip the "did you test your blood sugar today" conversation, all right? It rarely gets you the truth, and it usually just adds tension. Instead, offer to take out the trash during the casual visit and check the pantry for hidden snacks or duplicate items. Trust me, I've seen some refrigerators with no food in it. I've seen refrigerators with nothing but candy in it. I've seen grocery baskets that have crackers, soda, no water. And you've probably seen it too. But just check the foods they're eating. And once you have a clearer picture, here are 3 gentle changes you can make behind the scenes. There's no confrontation required. So the first, look for and get into, have them get a continuous glucose monitor, all right? They don't have to prick their fingers anymore. That is way old school. This continuous glucose monitor is a small, painful sensor they put on the back of their arm, all right? And the readings go right to the app on your phone. So you can watch it, but I prefer that they watched it instead. Let them control their own sugars. Secondly, quietly adjust what's in the house. If you notice a hidden snack, don't make it a confrontation. Just start shifting what's available. Bring in some groceries that you know that they might like, okay? Low glycemic, treats. And make sure that maybe the baked goods could stay out. You know, if they want ice cream, take them out for an ice cream cone. Don't buy a gallon of ice cream and leave it at their house. The glucose monitor will really tell you many patients are not are very able to eat ice cream once they put on that glucose continuing monitor. And they didn't realize that they were avoiding all the foods that they could eat. And some people can't, they'll look at ice cream, they'll look at a Dunkin' Donut and their sugars will go up. Other people can eat a dozen Dunkin' Donuts and their sugars never go up. That is the power of a glucose continuous glucose monitor. That's what it does. So here's another thing. Managing your parents' diabetes is a heavy quest to take on. And it's okay to admit that. And you were never meant to carry this. Let them carry it and let their doctor carry it. Let their doctor look at their sugars and figure out what's going on. You keep track of what they're eating and you give that report to the doctor under the table, so to speak. You know, you slip it to the doctor or the nurse before the appointment and let the doctor tell them that they got to stop eating certain foods. But that glucose monitor will tell them exactly what they can and cannot eat, and you'll be shocked how many foods they really could eat without their sugars going up. So that's a steady care plan for diabetes. It's a way to get them off the foods they shouldn't be eating and onto the foods they should eat. The continuous glucose monitor, check what's in the refrigerator and what's in the trash, and let their doctor know what they're doing. If you want more information, get the 25-point daily system audit, the clinical tool that I always start my clients off with. Okay, so I know where they're at, I know what's going on. All right? And then look at managing the senior medical care and daily guardrails. That whole article is a lot of the stuff that I've done over the 20 years. So take care. I appreciate everything you do, and I thank you for it. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.